Attention! It is time for a mission briefing for Code Zero, soldier, and I hope you are ready. We have a terrorist organization that is sowing massive slaughter throughout the United States of America, being led by this woman named Mother Night. She is sowing so much destruction across our beautiful United States of America with the use of bioterrorism, hacking, and sheer terror, soldier. So I hope you are ready, because we are going into this at breakneck speed. Hey guys, it's Dan. Sorry for the theatrical, intense introduction to this book review, but I wanted to just put it across to you how intense this book was. I'm reviewing Code Zero by Jonathan Maberry. If you've not heard of Jonathan Maberry, he's pretty intense when it comes to what they're calling this book a military thriller. And it's also a horror. This was one of the books I chose to read for the month of October. I was looking for horror books to read, and I decided to read this one because I had read Patient Zero, which is the first book in his Joe Ledger series, quite a while ago. I didn't do a review of it, but I really enjoyed it, and I rated it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It's really, really intense. This is the direct sequel to Patient Zero, even though this is book 6 in his Joe Ledger series. But wait, before you click off because you're like, but Dan, I can't read this book if it's book number 6 in a series. Yes, you can, my friend, and I'm going to tell you why. Because even though this book is a direct sequel to Patient Zero, you don't really have to have read any of the prior 5 books to get into this book and understand what's going on. Yes, I mean, it would help to understand, like, the characters and their relationships and all of that, but Jonathan Maberry wrote this as a standalone. Like, you could basically pick this book up, get into it without having read any prior books. Which is great for me because it had been a while since I had read Patient Zero, but it took me getting into this book quite a way, balls deep into this book, before I remembered what book 1 was about. And this is a very fast-paced, intense kind of read. It reads much like an action movie, and it's not your typical zombie book. I mean, the market is oversaturated with zombie fiction, but this one sets the bar really high. And I'm saying this because it's like super action-packed that there are not really any slow parts. There are flashback scenes throughout the book, so you can kind of understand how, like, the plots of the plotting that the Mother Night character, how she's plotted to set up this whole takeover and this whole chaotic, like, scheme she's got going on, which is kind of neat. I mean, it was a slow down part, but not really, because you're still getting that, sense of conspiracy and just unloading the mystery of what's going on. And when at one point you think you understand the full idea of what's going on, but then by the end of the book you're totally way off, and it goes all the way back to what you were originally thinking. This was a very intense read, and that's why I had to do the intro I did. Because I was like, man, this book was really good, but I'm like, how do I put that point across? That's why I did the intro I did for this. It's a very good read. It was a very quick read, I would say. If you're into zombies, if you're into, like, military action-packed thrillers, then this is going to be right up your alley. Like I said, it can be read as a standalone. You don't have to have read any of the prior books. As a matter of fact, I accidentally read this just because the cover said that this was the direct sequel to Patient Zero. And I was like, oh yeah, I had already read Patient Zero. And I'm like, oh, if this is the sequel, then I might as well read this next. It just makes sense. But, you know, like I said, I accidentally read this out of order, and it still made sense. Like I said, it's a standalone, so you can read it without having read anything else, even the first book. But yeah, I rated this 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Very, very good, fast, intense zombie read. It also features these guerrilla-type guys that are called berserkers, which, yeah, you got this special ops, like, military team that handles special missions that are, like, paranormal in nature. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong. I will have a link to pick up the first book and the second book if you want to check these out from Amazon. Also, I have the book depository link if you would like to pick up any other books. Free worldwide shipping. They offer great discounts. They are a part of Amazon, so they're able to do that. I do appreciate any and all of y'all that have picked up books from my links. It helps me out even though I'm not getting AdSense. I have all these views. People come and watch the book reviews. I just don't have the subs. So if you'd like to get more book reviews, go ahead, hit that subscriber link. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload another video. Stay tuned, guys, because you know what? I'm reading a lot of horror fiction this month, and I'm going to try to put out as many book reviews as I can for this month. So thank you for watching. Till next time, I'll be geeking out.